You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
We're joined in a moment by Tiffany Hobbs.
Hello.
Who you know from the Viral Load.
Yes.
And I talk about how you were, let me back up. You came in, you said happy birthday to me, and you said I was slim, and I was trying to deflect from the fact that I was been trying to lose weight, eat better, because as I get closer to my birthday, today being it, I'm always reassessing myself.
Okay.
And I think now I'm at a point where I have to do much better. Well, I've been doing much better, but I have to do much better. And then you have these holidays like Thanksgiving, where all of it just goes to pot because you're eating ostensibly everything that you've committed yourself not to do, or at least not as frequently. I don't know how you do it, but for me, it's like, it's hard to say no to macaroni and cheese. It's hard to say no to sweet potatoes without mashed potato, without marshmallows on top, of course.
Oh, God. That's the only way you should have them.
You're saying with marshmallows?
Absolutely. I mean, it sweetens it. It just makes it even more candy.
Okay.
But we'll get to that.
No. We need to get some things straight before we go any further. Macaroni and cheese with or without breadcrumbs on top?
Preferably.
No. There's only one answer, and you need to get it right, or we're going to go to commercial, and we're going to put you out of the studio.
With, if not baked. If baked, no, you do not need breadcrumbs on top because there's already a bit of a crisp on top. So you don't need a crisp plus baked in breadcrumbs.
Oh, okay. Stop trying to dither here and hedge your bet. When you're cooking mac and cheese, and I know you know how to cook.
I do.
Okay. How do you cook your macaroni and cheese? What is your process?
Oh, God. So you definitely bake it. You do not use Kraft. You get your noodles. You get your elbow noodles, and you put those all in, and you layer it with some real cheese. Velveeta does work if you're in a pinch. That's fine. You put your pet milk in there, and then you...
Did you say pet milk?
Well, canned milk. Your condensed milk.
Really? You use condensed milk?
You can, if you're wanting. Hopefully, you have more than one bathroom with this recipe because it's
going to get you.
It is very lactose rich. But you throw all that in there. You throw the cheese on top, and you just keep kind of layering to make a pasta type lasagna, if you will, and then you put it in the oven and you bake it for about 45, 50 minutes or so, and it comes out golden brown and gooey, and it's wonderful.
You still need some breadcrumbs on top.
I think you can add that, Mo. And if you want to do that, that's fine. That's your choice. I will not judge you for it as long as you have macaroni and cheese.
I feel like I'm being judged.
There are households that do not have macaroni and cheese on their table. I've come to find that out.
Well, but in black households, we always do.
It's if you don't, you're thrown out.
I'm being said. People think I'm playing, and I was joshing with Mark Ronner about this, but it's a real thing. If you serve macaroni and cheese or sweet potatoes the wrong way, you will get cussed out.
Can you imagine the actual canned yams coming out and being put on a plate for you, Mo? No, but people do that.
But people will accept the canned cranberry stuff like it's no big deal.
I think you can make an exception for that, but you do not, under any circumstance, make an exception for lackluster macaroni and cheese or yams.
Okay, yams and sweet potatoes are not the same thing, but I'm not going to get into the subtle details.
Let me ask you this. Do you know how many calories the average Thanksgiving dinner is?
Per person?
Per person.
Oh, it's at least 2,500.
4,500 calories.
There we go. Yeah.
Per person.
That's one meal.
That's one meal. And that's not seconds. That's not going back for seconds.
That's one meal.
As we do.
You've destroyed not only your calorie intake for the day, your cholesterol, your sodium. Going back to what I was saying, it's holidays like these which make it real difficult for me to maintain some semblance of my diet. And
blame it on the holiday. Blame it on the holiday. Just eat it on the treadmill, for God's sakes. Listen to you people.
Look, there are days where I will... For example, most Thanksgiving, I will not eat at all that day, and my only meal will be Thanksgiving to balance it out.
You fast before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fast before the feast.
And Stephanie, you were getting ready to say something, I thought? It looked like?
Yeah, because I was just curious when she said pet milk. Pet milk, I thought that was like another way to say it, but it's actually a brand of evaporated milk.
There you go. Thank you, Steph.
Evaporated
It's
condensed.
interesting. I just
good.
learned that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that people would use it in that way.
Mm-hmm. It makes it creamier, gives it that consistency, and it bakes better.
Oh, I thought the cheese made it creamier.
Yeah, also, if you try to milk your pet, that's going to get awkward. Come on, Foosh.
No, don't you dare.
No.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday, okay? Do not hand out some weak, points for that.
I don't know if you've been noticing, but Mo tonight's been acting like that kid from the Twilight Zone episode where he sends people to the cornfield.
Yes. Just by thinking it.
Timmy, I think, was his name.
Was it Timmy?
Billy, Timmy, one of the two.
Well, Bill Mumy was the actor. I don't remember.
We covered Billy last night. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard a little bit.
Okay.
Of it. Yeah.
Anyhow, 4,500 calories for one meal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people do that and then not just destroy everything they're trying to do with dietary goals, their health goals, their exercise goals, because you can kill it in one weekend.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is the average, according to different health experts, amount of weight that each person puts on after Thanksgiving hovers somewhere between 2 to 4 pounds. So you're carrying 2 to 4 pounds extra after your Thanksgiving meal during that next 6 weeks before January 1st, just because of being home, being sedentary, eating more, colder temperatures, whatever the case, all of those things combined do in fact add to a wider waistline, more numbers on the scale. And January 1st, everyone has that big epiphany. Got to get them off.
You're trying to ruin everybody's holiday.
Telling us what to look forward to.
I'm just guilty thinking about what I would like to eat, and you're telling me it's a lot worse than what I was thinking.
It is, but if you do it with the knowledge that you're doing it, you won't be so shocked when it actually happens. You can enjoy it.
Oh, I'm not shocked. I refuse to get on a scale. I refuse to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to do anything to undo the joy of the meal.
Well,
I'm going to enjoy it.
The thing about you, Mo, is that you've already made room with however much weight you've lost. I've not seen you in about a week, and you're slimmer than the last time I saw you. So you have some extra space there to add to.
Well, I had this phone call with Lizzo, and she said, you need to try some Ozempic. And have you seen Lizzo? She's lost like 100 pounds or something ridiculous.
She has. She does look, she looks good. She looks good. Long as she's happy. She was beautiful before, but, health is wealth.
As long as she can maintain it, because I don't want her to do the whole Luther Vandross up down thing.
He arguably sang better when he was heavier.
There's science behind that. Before we go to break, Luther Vandross, a late R&B singer, his weight would fluctuate 150 pounds easily, and he would sound markedly different depending on his size. Now, when you are fuller, your vocal cords are also fuller. So there's a richness in your voice. There's a fullness in your voice, which is found, like, for example, like Luciano Pavarotti.
Yes.
He was not skinny by any measure. And that also aided in the fullness of his voice.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying we'll have quite a few really good singers come Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I don't know about all that because, also if you're eating a lot of dairy products, it coats the throat. So your voice doesn't sound as good.
Avoid the mac and cheese.
There you go. It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're talking about all things Thanksgiving, exercise, holidays with Tiffany Hobbs. KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Next segment, we'll be giving away a pair of tickets to Trans-Siberian Orchestra at the Honda Center this Saturday for the 3 p.m. show. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, they have a wonderful show, laser light show, extensive pyrotechnics. They fill up the Honda Center. You have to see it for yourself. And we're giving away a pair of tickets to the November 30th, which is Saturday, 3 p.m. show. We're going to do that next segment. And also the 14th annual KFI Pastathon is here. Chef Bruno's charity, Katarina's Club, provides more than 25,000 meals every week to kids in need here in Southern California. Here's how you can join in. You can donate or bid on exclusive KFI auction items like ours here at Later with Mo Kelly. If you'd like to co-host a show with us on a Friday, you can go right now to KFIAM640.com/Pastathon. And you can bid up until 9:45 p.m. Tuesday, December 3rd. And speaking of December 3rd, that is our live broadcast from the Anaheim White House from 5 a.m. all the way up to 10 p.m. From Wake Up Call with A.B. King all the way through later with Mo Kelly. You can also shop at any Smart and Final store and donate any amount at checkout. You can go to any Wendy's restaurant in Southern California and donate $5 or more and get a coupon book worth $15. 100% of your donation goes to Katarina's Club. And I'm thanking you in advance for your support. And if you don't remember any of this, or you need to refresh some of this, or you want to look for the auction items, just go to KFIAM640.com/pastathon. And right now, sitting in for Claudine Cooper as we talk about all things health and wellness on a Tuesday for this Thanksgiving weekend is the Viral Load hostess herself, Tiffany Hobbs. Tiffany, last segment, you destroyed any chance of me enjoying my Thanksgiving meal.
I have more.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Well, let's review. You said average Thanksgiving meal, 4,500 calories, one person, one serving. That's not even going back for seconds.
Easily. And that's not counting any sort of alcoholic beverage or anything that you might have that's an addendum to that very traditional meal of your meats and your veggies and your stuffing and your mac and cheese, things like that. So your bread, different carbs, 4,500 calories per person on average.
Wow. I'm not hungry anymore.
There are some tips, Mo, and medical experts agree. And
okay.
I hope I'm doing justice here to share tips for a healthier Thanksgiving. Again, that medical experts actually agree on. First tip being eat before the party starts. Thanksgiving might start mid-afternoon, 2, 3, 4, maybe later.
Don't fast.
They're saying have something small, have something moderate so you don't overeat. You're kind of budgeting your calories with this, and that way you won't go in starving. And we don't make the best decisions when we are hungry. Also, drink water. Fill up on water. You agree?
Yes, I do that for every meal. I drink water first and then I start eating.
Great. Another tip is survey what's there. Kind of make a mental map of what you have there and start to basically build your plate before you get there so that you have clear direction. If you go up with just kind of an open-ended idea of I'll eat anything in front of me, you will.
Well, that's not me. There's certain things I just do not eat, will not eat, and I have no problem avoiding.
Okay.
Like I don't eat ham.
Okay. Are you a fast eater?
Relatively, yeah. I want to get to it.
Another tip, Mo.
Eat slower.
Eat slower.
So you'll feel more full.
You have to eat more slowly so you feel more full. It takes 20 minutes for your brain to register that you're full. Spend that 20 minutes savoring your meal.
20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one is don't go back for seconds. That's the hardest one, especially if it tastes good.
See, I usually don't go back for seconds. I usually go for not at least a full plate. I usually go back for seconds of macaroni and cheese. There's usually one item, or it's like the stuffing was on hit, or the collard greens were great. There's usually one thing that I particularly enjoyed. I don't usually get a second whole plate.
And the thing about seconds, Mo, and sorry to be the party pooper here because it does affect me as well, is that we're not usually still hungry. We like the way that the food tastes. So we go back to have more of that good feeling, that dopamine rush to our brain, but we don't actually necessarily need it.
I agree with that. And if only because we also know that it's a special meal. It's not something that you're going to get every day.
Yeah.
You only get it maybe once or twice a year, realistically.
Another tip, stop when you're full. When you're full and you know you don't need to eat anymore, just stop. Find something else to do.
I got a tip.
Yeah.
Don't eat leftovers.
Don't eat leftovers is another one.
Thank you very much.
That's difficult for me, especially if it's good, because you find that the food has congealed. It's settled.
No,
it
that
tastes
makes it
better.
worse. The consistency is not the same. It's not going to taste the same. It's not going to, especially coming out of the microwave or whatever. And I'm not putting it in the oven. I know that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It takes too damn long. It's not going to taste the same. I'm going to eat in that first sitting and nothing after that. Someone's going to ask me, hey, do you want to take something to go? No. Don't you want any leftovers? No. Do you want to fix yourself a plate for tomorrow? No. Do you want any turkey to make turkey sandwiches with it? No. I want none of that stuff.
You are an anomaly. I have a couple more tips. Can I share them with you really quick?
Sure.
Be active. After you've eaten your meal, Mo, get up and take a walk. Take a walk. Spend some time, 15, 20 minutes. Get your metabolism going.
You're
move
asking
around
a lot. Okay,
we're asking a lot.
The football game is on. My pants don't fit anymore. I have to unbutton my pants and lay back in my chair so I can watch one of the or two of the football games.
That's because you went up there and got seconds.
I didn't get seconds. I'm just saying. It's just Thanksgiving is not the exercise after dinner day.
Just take a walk. Take a walk. Make it a family thing. Go take a quick walk. And then lastly, and I did mention this before, if you are going to imbibe, whether it is beer or wine or champagne during that toast, drink alcohol in moderation. Alcohol has a lot of sneaky calories, a lot of sugar, and it could add to that feeling of not feeling that great after you've already had a really big meal.
Wait, just want to be clear. So the 4,500 calories did or did not include the alcohol?
It did not.
So you might be up to like 6,000.
Easily, depending on how much alcohol you have, right? And then the final tip, of course, enjoy your Thanksgiving and spending time with your family and really just try and be present. Put the phones away.
What if your family's really getting on your G-damn nerves?
Then that's where you take a walk.
Well played.
There you go.
Well played. When we come back, we have your pair of tickets to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming up on November 30th, this Saturday at 3 p.m. We got one pair for one lucky winner, so stick around for that.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Some people hit me on my social media at Later with Mo Kelly and at Mr. Mo Kelly Instagram asking like, so how long would I get to co-host a show with you with Later Mo Kelly if we were to be the highest bidder for Pastathon for that price? Well, it would be the whole show. It'd be the whole 3 hours, the whole time on a Friday. On a Friday when we play Name That Movie Cult Classic. It'll be you, me, Mark, Stefan, Twala, maybe Tiffany Hobbs, definitely Nautica de la Cruz. It's just that simple. Go to KFIAM640.com/Pastathon, and there you will see the auction items that are up and available for you to bid on, and you can bid on them between now and December 3rd at 9:45 p.m., which is nearing the end of our show for the live broadcast of Pastathon. And you know, some people have different bidding strategies. Some people want to wait till the last second. Some people want to get in early and intimidate any other bidders. However you want to do it, just know that somebody's going to be co-hosting this show with us. And when I say co-hosting, they're going to be co-producing. They're going to be suggesting subjects and discussions that we're going to have, talking about movies or television shows or entertainment more generally. And they're going to probably find out whether Mark Ronner is as funny as he thinks he is. They're going to participate in the Ronner Report, maybe, if Mark allows it. But you'll be fully, I'll say, embedded in the show. All you got to do is go to KFIAM640.com/Pastathon, and then you can bid on the item there. It's easy to find. I also told you at the beginning of the show, we have a pair of tickets to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve, which is going to be at the Honda Center this Saturday, November 30th for the 3 p.m. show. You may not be familiar with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They have a laser light show, pyrotechnics. It is a full-on experience. And Tiffany Hobbs, I need a number from you between 1 and 10 because that will be our winning caller.
Lucky number 3.
Lucky number 3. If you are caller number 3, you and a guest will be going to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve at the Honda Center this Saturday, November 30th for the 3 p.m. show. You'll need to have a Ticketmaster email address for the tickets because they're going to send them to you digitally. We already have the tickets, but we have to go through Ticketmaster for you to have them. Please comply. Please make this easy. Sometimes you'll be calling in trying to win stuff, and you all are not ready for prime time. So caller number 3, the tickets are yours. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. For some people, it's right now. For others, it's not until after Thanksgiving. For others, it's as soon as you get past Halloween. And what I mean by that is when the holiday season officially begins. I know we had not even gotten through Halloween and people were putting up their Christmas decorations outside their house. For some people, you get past Labor Day or Veterans Day, it's on and cracking for the holidays. Me personally, and I can't speak for anyone else, and we'll go around the room. It's not the holiday season until I hear a particular song and it's after Thanksgiving. I can't emotionally even process anything having to do with Christmas or New Year's until we get past Thanksgiving. And also working in radio, I don't even perceive holidays in the same way as other folks because I'm usually working the holidays. Even before I had Later with Mo Kelly, I was working, they called it like the 12 days of Mo. I was working like every day pre-Christmas through New Year's Day. So it's always different for me being able to settle in and settle down for the holidays. But I can't start thinking about the holiday season until, let's say, maybe Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I start hearing certain songs. For me, it's I don't know, I'm weird. I'm almost OCD. Like I can't emotionally commit to Christmas until at least Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I have to hear the song This Christmas, the original by Donny Hathaway. Then I'm ready to usher in the season. That's just me. Tiffany Hobbs, what about you?
November 1st is Christmas.
November 1st?
November 1st is Christmas. It's when Christmas starts.
November
Yeah.
1st.
November 1st.
In other words, you haven't even finished eating your Halloween candy.
No, once Halloween is out of the way, it is November. I mean, it is Christmas season for me. And I think that has to do a lot with shopping and consumerism because they've started putting the Christmas stuff on the shelves as soon as middle of October. At least that's what I saw. And I think I follow the sentiment that way. My brain just starts to wire itself for Christmas.
All right, Mark Runner, I know you the very festive type. You would never say bah humbug.
You're trying to paint me as a Grinch, and I won't have it, damn you. You bring up Halloween. I'm not done with Halloween yet. And I think Halloween is the most fun of all the holidays. And the goal for me of Christmas time is not to absolutely despise all the music by the time it's New Year's. I try to limit my exposure to that because what starts off as something enjoyable and fun can get pretty grating by about the 1,000th listening. And
no disrespect to like Coast 103.5, our partner station. They pride themselves on playing Christmas music rather early. Rather early. For me, I'm like you, Mark, in this regard, where too much too soon, too fast can take away from the overall experience. I do have some traditions. Like, for example, every Christmas Eve, I will watch Die Hard. Every Christmas Eve.
Really?
Without fail. I've been doing it for the past at least 15 years.
I think we've established it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
There's no more debate on that. People used to debate that.
I don't know why. Have
you seen the ornaments, the McLean ornaments that are essentially like tinfoil with a picture of Bruce Willis in it?
Yes, I have some at home, as a matter of fact, similar to that.
By the way, I saw the best Christmas ornament I've ever seen, and I posted it on, I think, Facebook last night. It's one of the orbs with the spikes from Phantasm as a Christmas tree
yes. ball. Oh, yes.
I want those all over my tree.
That makes perfect sense. All right, Stefan, what about you?
I'd say for me, it's once that Thanksgiving Day parade gets started, that's Christmas for me. After that, so right after Thanksgiving,
When you see like Santa Claus in the
when you see
Thanksgiving-
Santa Claus
Yeah.
come down that street, I'm like, all right, it's Christmas time.
I can't commit. It's just too much. It's asking too much too soon. Because then I feel as if I'm going to run out of gas. I'm going to run out of energy. I'm going to run out of steam by December 14th or something. And then I will just be tired of it all. I like the warm up to it, but I can't be too fast. And I can make some really inappropriate parallels and analogies, and I'll let your mind just run with it.
Well, you just did.
No, it's your mind who went there. I'm saying I couldn't go there. I'm saying you can't be too fast out of the gate. That's all I'm saying. But then, like December 14th, like you're tired of it and you lose the whole spirit, the celebration aspect of it. But you're shaking your head.
Absolutely not. You don't lose the spirit. It gives you more time to reckon with it, to be in it, to feel it. You get the more time to be in the Christmas spirit, Mo, the better.
No.
No.
Less is more. Less is more. Because then I can appreciate the time of the moment, the family. Like, for example, all that is part of it. If I've been celebrating the Christmas season for about 30 days, like you, November 1st, no, that's like 55 days.
Yeah.
Then I finally get to the presents. Then I finally get to the dinner. Then I finally get to the family gathering. I am worn the F out.
I think that you're making a presumption of why I do this. It's not for the big payoff at the end. It's to feel the good feelings, the rush that Christmas gives everyone. It's the colors, the smells, just the warmth of the season that comes with being in the Christmas spirit that I want to stretch out as long as possible. And by January 1st, everyone's done with it. So it's like, can't do it on the back end. Let's do it before. I make a compelling argument.
You make a compelling argument. I just don't buy it. I just don't agree with it. I mean, look, is it as enjoyable the longer it is?
I mean, yeah. Size matters. I don't. What do you want me to say? Yes. The longer it is, the better, Mo Kelly. Okay.
Stefan? No!
Yay!
No!
See, it's giving Tuesday before the Giving Tuesday.
It's time for me to go to break. That took me out the spirit. It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
Whatever happens, we have got it covered.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio.